What's up, what's happening, what is going on, Cantaloupes? Last season was really hard to predict. There were a lot of teams that had way better records than any of us could have expected, even us who are on camera talking to hundreds of thousands of people. Oh well, we're going to do it again this year. I'm Mike Cantalupo, and today we are predicting every NFL team's record in 2018. Also, if you want to check out our weekly picks, well, my weekly picks, you're going to have to watch Man vs. Madden every Thursday night, 5:30 p.m. It's gonna be great. The Arizona Cardinals 5-11. Carson Palmer is now retired. Sam Bradford is now their quarterback. They also drafted Josh Rosen. He'll probably appear in the mid-season, but their core is kind of old. Tyrann Mathieu, he's been released for some reason. Larry Fitzgerald is going to continue to be Larry Fitzgerald, but the truth is, that hasn't really got them on a winning way in quite a long time. Yes, they have David Johnson back, and that might get them an extra win or 3 or 4, but I don't think they're a playoff team. The Atlanta Falcons, 10-6. That seems about right? They were one play away from their second straight NFC Championship game back in 2017. The bulk of their core roster returns for 2018. They were amazing in 2016. Sure, Matt Ryan had a down year, but that doesn't mean that they can't, they could win 12 games, they can win 13 games, but let's go with 10. The Baltimore Ravens, 8-8. Let's just give up on the Baltimore Ravens. If they played the Miami Dolphins every week, they would be 16-0. But good thing is, they don't. So I'm thinking that they're a middle-of-the-road team. They have some quarterback questions. Lamar Jackson might not be able to come in after Joe Flacco woes and be able to create this late season resurgence, but I think Lamar Jackson might actually be that type of player. It's just questionable right now in Baltimore. The Buffalo Bills, 6-10. They ended their 18-year playoff drought in 2017, but as teams in the AFC East have done in the past, they're probably going to fall to the wayside. You have A.J. McCarron, you have Josh Allen, and you have Nathan Peterman. When Nathan Peterman is strongly considered as your starting quarterback for week 1, you have a great chance to win the Super Bowl. You also have a great chance of not winning a game. The Carolina Panthers, 9-7. The Panthers are an annual playoff threat. I think they'll probably get there again, and they will be in contention. You have C.J. Anderson and Christian McCaffrey in the ground game. You always are worried as an opposing defense about Cam Newton, but they have some really big holes in their offense and their defense, and the NFC is tough, but they'll contend. The Chicago Bears, 10-6. I think the Bears are going to be a sleeper team. Nobody's really talking about them other than me. Allen Robinson, Taylor Gabriel. Mitch Trubisky could be ready to make that next step, but the NFC North is going to be a tough division. We'll see if the Bears show progress. I'm going to say that they're going to take a lead. The Cincinnati Bengals, 5-10. As long as Marvin Lewis is there, let's say that there aren't going to be any playoffs and definitely not any playoff wins. There really isn't much to like compared to last year. I don't know. Not much of the team has changed. So how can we expect a change in record? Cleveland Browns, 8-8. I came up with that on the spot. Tyrod Taylor, Jarvis Landry, Carlos Hyde, maybe Baker Mayfield, Denzel Ward, Myles Garrett. The team is really going to be okay. They're definitely going to take that laughing stock of the league persona, and they're going to turn it on its head, and they're going to be at least a 500 team. The Dallas Cowboys, 9-7. The return of Zeke. Dak, who's he really going to throw to? I mean, you have Dez gone, you have Jason Witten gone. Jason Garrett somehow still has a job. I don't think the Cowboys are going to win the division. I think the Eagles are right up there to do it, but I think they'll be all right. The Denver Broncos, 8-8. Yeah, Case Keenum may finally solve their quarterback post Peyton Manning woes. Bradley Chubb is going to be a great defensive player. Their defense will still be a top 5 unit, but as we've seen in the past, it doesn't matter if their defense is a top 5 unit. It's all about if their offense will be able to get things going. Their ground game has a lot of questions, so right now I'm going to put them right on that 500 mark. The Detroit Lions, 8-8. Matt Patricia should be a good coach. The running game should be all right for the first time in a long time in Detroit. Matt Stafford will be his usual dominant self. So, I don't know. It's the NFC North that's scary because you have Green Bay and you have Minnesota and you have the before-mentioned Bears. So it's going to be a tough division to get out of and make the playoffs. So I don't think they're going to be the one to make it. The Green Bay Packers, 11-5. 2017 was lost once Aaron Rodgers got hurt. Now they landed Jimmy Graham and Muhammad Wilkerson. Their secondary should be healthier. And as long as you have Aaron Rodgers, you can guarantee at least 10 wins. We will give them 11. The Houston Texans, 10-6. It could be even better. They would have made the playoffs last year if Deshaun Watson didn't tear his ACL. J.J. Watt missed most of the season as well. If those two stay healthy, DeAndre Hopkins stays healthy, Lamar Miller stays healthy, you have a really, really good team and a Super Bowl contender. So we're going to put them in the playoffs, 10-6. They're going to get back. They're going to get back to the postseason, and they're going to be tough to beat once they get there. The Indianapolis Colts, 4-12. Sure, Andrew Luck is looking like he's going to be healthy, but is Andrew Luck going to be the Andrew Luck of old? The team around him stinks. He has no offensive line, no ground game, no defense. I mean, maybe Marlon Mack might be good. T.Y. Hilton, he's great. I just don't think they're going to be good. The Jacksonville Jaguars, 12-4, probably going to be one of the best teams in the NFL. The Jaguars probably should have been in the Super Bowl last year. I think that they're going to crack the code and get into it. Maybe in 2018 they have a revived offense. I can't believe a team led by Blake Bortles and picking to go 12-4. But here we are in 2018. They should be scary because of that defense. The Kansas City Chiefs, 9-7. People are going to be mad about it. Chiefs fans, you probably should be mad that I'm saying this, but Pat Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, Kareem Hunt, Sammy Watkins, they're an elite offense, but the Chiefs' defense is really what is concerning me. They let go of Tamba Ali. They traded Marcus Peters. They might be scored against 30 some odd points a game. They could also score 30 some odd points a game. I think they'll have a winning record, but I'm not sure if their defense is going to get them into double-digit wins. The Los Angeles Chargers, 7-9. A lot of people are loving up on the Chargers, and that's possible, but they've always been all hype, no action. They were supposed to win the Super Bowl in like 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2013, 2014, 2015, and now 2018. It's just a fact of life. They find ways to lose, and I'm not picking on you Chargers fans. You know this is the case. So until they show us that they're legitimate, can't put them in. Los Angeles Rams, 12-4, probably better, maybe 13-3. It's the best team in the NFL on paper. Whether they will all be able to come together, use their star power for good, and make a team that has a real Super Bowl contention in Los Angeles, probably. I hope so, because that's good for the NFL. I think it's time for a new dynasty. It's probably not going to be the Dolphins. And hey, the Miami Dolphins, 9-7. They had an uninspiring offseason. Jarvis Landry's gone. Ndamukong Suh is gone. Ryan Tannehill is back, though, and Kenyon Drake should be really good. So this is why I'm saying 9-7. If the ground game is able to go back with now Frank Gore and Kenyon Drake in the way that they did with like Ronnie Brown and Ricky Williams, where they were a top 5, top 2 running game for every year, Ryan Tannehill is going to be able to manage games, and they're going to be able to win games. Now, main concerns are linebackers. It's playing against the run. It's playing against tight ends. It's the same thing we hear every year about the Dolphins, so I'm not going to go crazy and put them in the double-digit win category, but I would like to think that they're going to have a winning record. Let's just remember this was a playoff team before Ryan Tannehill got hurt. The Minnesota Vikings, 11-5. It's going to be a tough battle in that division against Green Bay. Kirk Cousins is probably going to be worth every penny. Somehow, they had 3 different quarterbacks in there, and all 3 quarterbacks did well. So Kirk Cousins, I mean, he's a good quarterback. We've seen him play well in Washington. Will they win 13 games again? Probably not, but they're going to challenge for a Super Bowl, and it's going to be a very exciting year in Minnesota. The New England Patriots, 12-4. You cannot count out the Patriots to win less than 12 games every single year. It would be stupid to predict anything less. Tom Brady. He's a year older, and that just makes him a year wiser. The guy's going to be 65 years old, chucking 5-yard touchdowns, just dink and dunk, and just like outsmart everybody until, I don't know. It doesn't matter who's suspended. It doesn't matter Julian Edelman's suspended. It doesn't matter who gets hurt. As long as Tom Brady's on the field, they're going to win 12 games. The New Orleans Saints, 12-4. This is going to be the best Saints team under Sean Payton and Drew Brees. I love the Saints this year. Would probably pick them to win the Super Bowl, but you're going to have to watch other videos to find that out. We've got Kamara, Ingram, Brees, Thomas, an elite offensive line, a great defense, Marcus Williams, Marshawn Lattimore. They're going to have big sophomore seasons. Cameron Jordan is going to be a scary pass rusher. Going to be a big year in New Orleans. The New York Giants, 7-9. Let's consider them a bit of a sleeper team. 7-9 is really not that good of a record to be a sleeper team, but Odell, Sterling Shepard, they should hopefully stay healthy. Saquon Barkley is going to change the running game. They're going to improve from last year. Now, they have the Eagles in their division, so I'm going to put them at 7-9. Like I said, an improvement, but a playoff berth is in reach. The New York Jets, 6-10. I think, I mean, maybe I'm being hard on the Jets if I'm giving the Dolphins a 9-7 record. But Sam Darnold, he might have some bumps, but he looked really good in his first couple preseason games. Josh McCown, I think he should just be a quarterback coach. I don't really expect the playoffs yet from the Jets, but they're probably coming. The Oakland Raiders, 10-6. Let's believe the John Gruden hype. He's a Super Bowl winning coach, and he's going to fix that team that underperformed in 2017. The secondary has upgraded significantly. Derek Carr should be good again because we all thought he was elite going into 2017. Let's say Amari Cooper has a good year again. Let's say they win the AFC West. The Philadelphia Eagles, 13-3. Yeah, they're probably going to be the best regular season record. There's no reason to say that they won't be. They kept their core together. They added Mike Wallace and Michael Bennett. They're going to be the first seed for the second straight year, and Doug Peterson is primed for another Super Bowl run. The Pittsburgh Steelers, 11-5. This is what you expect, right? From the Steelers, the 2 seed in the league. That's probably going to be it. Ben, Bell, Brown. But you've got Le'Veon Bell with those contract disputes that happens every year. They'll probably make it into the playoffs, then lose to the Patriots, just like every single other year. The San Francisco 49ers, 10-6. I think they're another potential super team. Let's say Jimmy G is going to have a great year. Let's say that the 49ers offense will be a juggernaut. But we need to see Jimmy G for a full year before we get too crazy putting him in like the 12-win category. This was a team that was really, really bad, woefully bad, until Jimmy G came on the team. So let's see. The Seattle Seahawks, 6-10. Wow, this is harsh, huh? Well, you know, it's not going to be enough. Seattle tore down their defense. Their offensive line is a mess. Their ground game is really questionable. Their locker room seems to be a problem. The Seahawks run is over. You heard it here first, unless they're great, and then you didn't hear it here. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 2-14. Yes, the worst record in the NFL. Ryan Fitzpatrick isn't going to save them. Doug Martin's gone. The ground game is really questionable. The NFC South is a brutal division, and they'll be a very bad team. This is our pick for the worst team in 2018. Sorry, Bucs fans. Tennessee Titans, 9-7. This is just about where they always are. Marcus Mariota will be better under Mike Vrabel. Derrick Henry and Dion Lewis are going to be a really scary running back tandem. But until the Titans really prove to us under this Marcus Mariota era that they are a great team, we have to put them as just a slightly above average team in the NFL. The Washington Redskins, 8-8. I think having Alex Smith on your team, especially last year's Alex Smith, which was almost MVP Alex Smith, is good enough to win you at least 8 games. And I think that's the case. The defense is somewhat overrated, so I can't see them going much above 500. I think the Eagles are going to run away with that division. Hey, Capitals won the Stanley Cup, so Washington has something to cheer for. That's it. I just think they're going to be average. What record predictions do you have for your team? Which one are you really mad about? You know it's going to be Seahawks fans. Until next time, I'm Mike Cantalupo. Thanks for watching.